Hollywood Photoland.
Pra quem não quer cerveja, prefere sangue.
Temos uma dança.
Aqui é o Blues Brothers.
Falava espanhol e disse para mim, o beijo da morte, vem lá.
Nós não podemos perder do comboio, senão... Ela tem algumas sombrinhas, não é? Shrek. Aqui é o Shrek. É ali o Sputnik do Tantan.
Que era o vizinho também do Olha o tubarão! Olha o tubarão! Olha o tubarão!
Thank you, Will. And you're going to see some of the most beautiful big city buildings, entire blocks of them, except that they're not really buildings. So what the French call facades, what does it mean false front? You may want to take a picture of those stairways and look at this little scene from Bruce Almighty starring Jim Carrey. Race the dog! Now the first part of the scene was filmed inside a sound. So you see, that one little scene only lasted about 30 seconds. It was actually 2 scenes, which was called post-production. And welcome now, folks, to one of the most famous pieces of movie property in the world. You're surrounded by it. Welcome to Courthouse Square. This was filmed out in California, of course, in the Back to the Future film, starring Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. And here's the film's producer, Bob Gale, and he just happens to have a special guest with him.
It was actually the back lot of the court.
Another TV show. And now we're going to show you New York Street. As we turn onto New York Street, go to New York. So Jimmy, step on in here.
Hey everyone, and welcome to New York. I got my start right here in New York on Saturday Night Live. This is actually my old name. What's got mugged over there? That old woman. Tough lady. My favorite hot dog guy. Hey buddy, how's it going? Remember me? No. Just like old times. Got a little was just, you know, just walking in. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
Remember I showed you that the lower end of the arch made is curved? Well, so is the upper. That allows filmmakers to take advantage of a very simple and very effective illusion. Of course, just hang on to those, and at the end of the tour, you can cross them with the big silver containers as we leave the tram. As we leave Skull Island, over on your right, you're going to see an old wooden bridge. And that bridge has been used in westerns and
you're encountering monsters and creatures from, you know, prehistoric times. In the movie.
Peter, I know that you have some really strong feelings about the character and even the humanity of Bond.
Systems checked. This one's for real, guys, so watch out. And action!
Ladies and gentlemen, Landlord Carnegie Carbine, examples of motion control technology. Why don't you take a bow, fellas? There you go. You guys are great. You know any other routines you can do for us? Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Carnegie Carbine. How about a round of applause for the special effects team? Let's let them hear it. See that strange looking tank we're approaching up there at the front of the tram? Here it is on your screens right now. That's our underwater filming tank. We filmed through special windows built right into the side of it. And you've seen that tank, or actually haven't seen the tank, in so many movies and TV shows over the years. Recent films have included Dragnet, The Shadow, Brother, Where Art Thou? TV series, well, just a few of those would include Alias, Fear Factor, and even an episode of Seinfeld. And you know, the episode where Kramer jumped into the East River, also used to be designer of the 20th century in film. She won 8 Academy Awards, called her Mercedes. But what's a problem? Well, it's anything an actor touches or uses in a film. And we have, more than anybody in Hollywood, we have more million props that's over there. Welcome now to Europe, folks. Once again, these are all facades. This could be any European city or town we wanted to be. All we have to do is use the right language and the signs, the right costumes and props. There he first became famous in Germany back in 1929 in our first Academy Award winning film, All Quiet on the Western Front. You seen it as Port Royal in Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean film. First in the back room, then Fantastic Four, starring Johnny Depp. And you can see this area on HBO in Blood and Murder, Louisiana. Well, now, folks, welcome, because we brought it to America. And throughout the 20th century, we were the #1 horror film studio in the country.
When we think of Universal, we think of monsters.
Dracula, Frankenstein,
The Wolfman,
Bride of Frankenstein,
The Mummy,
The Hunchback of Notre Dame,
The Invisible Man,
Phantom of the Opera. Classic films. They're just brilliantly made. That.
Oh my goodness, we have a celebrity sighting, folks. Over your right shoulder, back there by those red doors, he's in the shadows, but you can get a picture. See, it's the Invisible Man. Well, it is the natural quality of the movie, not only in the but in the way that scenes are put together. The better the continuity, the more natural, lifelike, and believable the film looks. The continuity. About the shark, we caught him. Go to your right.
They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. Just a negative. The shark worked well enough for a while there. And
not to worry. Did you think we let a shark? No, of course not. I believe we'd do that. Hey, what's George doing out there today? Dylan, why is that barrel out there? And what's that fin doing out there? Fin! George, get out of the water. There's another one, George. You see the fin, George? George, you're going to be finished. Get in the boat. George, please, get in the boat now. Would be a very good time to get in that boat. It's, oh, no, that's terrible. Please, no, don't look. That's too awful. He owed me $50. He did have guts, though. There they are, right there. Okay. We better move the tram up here. I think the safest place is behind these girls at high octane gasoline. I'm going to have to make a phone call. We got to need a bigger tram. Whoa, okay. Oh, he took the bait. And he pulled the whole dock out. Oh, boy.
Hey, it's a little.
Say hello to my little friend. Now please, folks, don't tell me a shark is. And now they are simply restoring it to its previous condition. Speaking of houses, welcome now to Wisteria Lane, folks. For over a decade, this was... Now these houses do have one little problem, which is, of course, that they're not real. They had 3 foyers, so we could film people entering and leaving, but that's all. The interior located at Triton Sound Station. Desperate Housewives, of course, has now closed down production, and the Housewives have all gone to the great Wisteria Lane in the sky, otherwise known as syndication. There is one real house on the street. That's the people that are approaching now. You may remember at the end of the first season, we burned down Edie's house. Now that first house was a facade, but when we rebuilt it afterward, we built this pink one. Back in the 20th century, of course, before this became Wisteria Lane, it was known as Colonial Street. And you can find more movie and TV stars here than you could. Tom Hanks, Christina Ricci, Jimmy Stewart, Fred Gwynn, Andy Griffith, Robert Duvall, Elijah Wood, and the list just goes on and on. Matter of fact, greenhouse on your right, which was Lynette's house in Desperate Housewives, Doris Day and James Garner lived there in the thrill of it all. And the Lavender House coming up on your right is the original home of the Munsters. That series starring, of course, the wonderful Fred Gwynne. The cream-colored house, which is after the Lavender House, that's where Gabrielle lived in Desperate Housewife. Jimmy Stewart lived there for fantastic comedy Martin. And the last house on your right, that was the sorority house and animal house starring John Belushi. Coming up on your left is sort of a special house. The very last house on your left, that was the House of Seven Gables for the 1940 suspense film of the same name. It starred Vincent Price, and Vincent Price went on to become another great horror film star. Among the movies he starred in was the original version of The House of Wax, and it was filmed in 1953, and just a few of the houses and props out here to the back lot, so you can get some great pictures. The little cars actually work, those are little fiberglass bodies on top of golf carts, and the corpses and all of that have nothing to do with Whoville. That's all part of our Halloween Horror Nights edition, running weekends between now and Halloween. But and up there at the top of the stairs is Norman Bates. Norman Bates. Wait a minute. That's Norman. They had him locked up. I don't know what's going on. We're on our way to the War of the World. Hi, Norman.
Hi, Norman.
How you doing today, buddy? And I don't like the look. I don't like. Maybe we should go faster. Maybe. Wait. Listen, hang on everybody, this is getting ugly. Whoa! And now welcome to one of the largest film sets ever built. Welcome to War of the World. Starring Tom Cruise and directed by Steven Spielberg. And we're going to be stopped here about 30 seconds, folks, if you'd like to stand up now to take pictures right ahead. And once again, the corpses and all that stuff, let's go to Halloween Horror Nights. Not part of the horror films.
Robbie, get in. Get in.
As I said, folks, it's one of the largest film sets ever built. And Steven Spielberg also used over 500 special effects shots in horror movies he's ever used in any other film. It really was terrific. As we leave War of the World on your in the comedy series Coach. But I would like you, if you would, folks, to look out past the cabin to that big green backdrop and artificial lake back there. That is the largest freestanding backdrop in Hollywood. That backdrop stands 55 feet tall. And you have no idea, folks, how many times in recent years you've been looking at that backdrop and that lake during the climactic moments of so many of your favorite films. Here were just a handful of examples. You know, Disney's fourth Pirates of the Caribbean film on screen.
Time and nature have caused the wood to splinter. I collect those splinters and use them to manufacture this replica of the information.
Okay, Mo. Well, Willie's on break. Take good care of me prize shark.
No problem, Irish. It's in good hands. Looting, everything inside. Enjoy the park, everybody.
Just kidding. I have no idea how much longer it is. So here to entertain you are Itchy and Scratchy.
Hey, those are just two drunks you fished out of the gutter.
That's a lie.
You're fired. And leave the suit.
Get this thing off.
Go! Keep the suit!
Qual foi?
Onde é que é a coisa? Aí está ali.